Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. We're speaking once again with Sheldon Wolf, and he is with Canada Credit Fix. Well, first of all, let me explain to you who Sheldon Wolf is if you haven't seen our past shows. He is the president of Canada Credit Fix and is one of Canada's top forensic credit experts. He is a specialist and an educator to Canadians on topics such as credit restoration, credit score modification, debt settlement, and identity theft protection. Well, Sheldon brings to the table over 25 years of credit experience and currently sits on the board of directors for the Credit Institute of Canada. Always great to have you on the show, Sheldon.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, today, we talked about many different topics in the past, but right now we're going to focus on the whole idea of credit rebuilding. And, you're at it again with the inventions and other creative solutions for your industry. So today you're going to introduce your newest credit improvement system. Why don't you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. We never stop here. We're as much as we're involved in the credit industry, we're also involved in the tech industry. So we brought forth a new product. We had such a large percentage of our clients contacting us, asking us to help them fix their credit, and then after they're fixed, they want their credit score boosted, and they're always looking for tips. So my newest invention, I'm just going to reach over here and grab it. I don't know if your viewers can see it, but what it is, it's called the Credit Slab, and it's be a little interactive with you guys. It's literally like an iPad. It's an Android based, and it's got all sorts of wonderful programs on it. But most importantly, what it actually does is when you get this, it shows up on your credit report. So let's just give you an example. Let's say you had a past bankruptcy and now you're trying to rebuild your credit. And what you're going to need to have is, typically you're going to want to have at least 3 positive trade lines. So what this does, it gives you 1 trade line for the actual credit slab, a second trade line because it also has a built-in GIC. So what we're trying to do is make you fiscally responsible and show to the world, show to the lenders you're going to apply for credit, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's a car loan, that you're a different person, and any problems you may have had in the past, they're isolated, and here's the new you. So it gives you a GIC. That shows up on the loan for that will show up on your credit report. It's not a huge amount of money, nice and manageable, but it makes you look like $1 million. And then the credit slab, and then you get the credit slab and you get a secured visa as soon as you get the credit slab. You apply right off the credit slab. Now you have 3 trade lines, and when the bank asks you when you're applying for your loan or mortgage, do you have investments? Your answer is yes. And then you end up scoring nicely on their internal systems.
So this system will actually help someone boost their credit score and they do virtually nothing?
Pretty much, as long as you're paying your payments on time and keeping that credit. It's very important to emphasize this, but make sure your credit cards, even if you have existing, stay under 70% utilization. A lot of people have the idea that just because you pay it off each month, it's okay to crank it to the limit. Don't do that. That will kill your credit score and defeat the purpose of what we're trying to do. Give us a call, and like I said, we can coach you through whatever needs to be done. That's what we're here for.
And so who is the best Canadian customer for Credit Slab? I mean, who needs to buy this tablet?
We get a lot of students. Who simply just don't have credit, and then the hardest thing for them to do is get credit because they don't have credit, so they run into that big vicious circle. People who are post-bankrupt, this is a gem. This is a gem because you're going to find after your bankruptcy, after your discharge, ready to go and take on the world of getting new credit, you're going to get a lot of declines, and the more people pull your credit only to decline you, the lower your score is going to go, making it even tougher. This is guaranteed credit, so you don't have to be worried about being turned down. It's designed specifically to boost your credit score. We understand the logarithms, we understand the synchronization. There's so many things that are involved in coding of your credit report that this is probably the easiest and most brainless way to accomplish what you're trying to do.
So Sheldon, how high will it boost the customer's credit score?
We've clocked it on several files over the last several years while we've been testing and developing the system. Every file is different, but keeping in mind that people have different spending habits, and there's simply a lot of people who tend to not listen to, don't max your credit card, and they do. If people follow the rules and do what they're supposed to do, we've found that it's anywhere from 100 to 150 points. So, for example, if you're trying to get your credit score into the 700s and you had your post-bankruptcy and you're still in the high fives or somewhere like that, and you want to get into the 700s, this should take you there. And I mean, it's not a quick fix. Don't buy it because you think in 30 days your credit score is going to jump up 100 points. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see it jump up 150 points in 2 months. It's a process. Being fiscally responsible, taking care of your bills, and using a system, you're going to see probably 150. After it take, I'd say, at least a year for that. But you will see short-term results. So within 3 to 6 months, you're going to see some implementation of probably, could be anywhere from 30, 50, 60, 70 points. And I mean, every point is valuable, especially if you're on the line trying to get a mortgage. It's important to be, the higher the better. You're going to get better rates. So every point is important.
So what is the purpose of getting the GIC? Why does someone want that if they're trying to boost their score?
Well, because what people don't realize, they get fixated on the credit score that Equifax has, or the credit score that TransUnion has on your credit report, and then they forget that when you're applying for a mortgage or you're applying for a car loan, it's not all about score. It's all about what else you're doing fiscally. So each bank, each lender has their own score system, and it's based on risk assessment, risk management. They want to eliminate as much risky business, so to speak, and bring in as much A-class business. So certain things that you don't realize, but when you tick off certain boxes on your credit application, you're applying for a mortgage, and you tick off the box that yes, you have investments versus no, the internal risk system of whichever lender is going to send a message that says, yeah, this guy is more responsible than the average. It's all about creating a viable relationship, making you into a viable customer, a viable consumer that's going to go on and be responsible, despite the messes you may have had in the past.
And I noticed that you bundled your Credit Slab credit improvement system with your Identity Lock credit protection program. What's the purpose of that?
Well, here's what people don't realize, and this is probably one of the most significant things I can tell people. Listen to this. Don't fix your credit. Don't repair your credit. Don't worry about your score if you're not going to take care of it. As soon as you boost your credit, as soon as you get into the 700s, you become a target. The better your score, the more valuable you are to credit thieves. Identity theft typically targets people with good or excellent credit. They're not interested in stealing your credit when you just got out of bankruptcy. They're going to take your credit only to get declined, and that kind of defeats the purpose. These thugs and thieves, they want your credit when it's good or excellent and your score's in the 700s. We want to monitor your credit. We want to protect your credit, and we actually guarantee your credit. So if you're using our services, what will happen if you do become a victim of identity theft? Credit restoration that normally costs insurance company thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, we do it for free, and it's all included with your Credit Slab. So it's a great bundle, and something that I think everybody should have. Even if you don't buy the Credit Slab and your credit's just fine already, check out our identity theft programs. Very, very important, and our fees are very, very small compared to what you're going to get if you become a victim. So,
well, and Sheldon, I read your disclaimer about getting the guaranteed credit card. What should people be careful of?
Don't go shopping and crazy. It's the Canadian way. They want bigger, better, faster. The phone they bought 3 months ago is just not good enough anymore. The computer they bought, not good enough. The TV, not big enough, and the car, not fast enough. We spend money so fast in this country. Get the credit card. The purpose of the credit card is to help you rebuild credit, reestablish, show the world that you're a different person today. Don't max it. Don't go over 70%. Pay it off frequently. Take responsibility. If we're showing the world you're different now, don't go crazy and blow money in, because the credit reports are sensitive to that. They know when you have 15 different inquiries all over the last 30 days. They know you're shopping, and it starts sending out risk messages, and that's usually affected in your credit score.
So will bad So basically, will the credit slab repair previous bad credit?
It's not there to rebuild credit. If you need credit repair, we do that as well. That's our main product, which is Canada Credit Fix. This is a great program if you're recovering from a bankruptcy and you want to boost your credit. But always, 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 if you're post-bankruptcy, check out our credit repair programs. You would be amazed at how many mistakes are left on people's credit that affect their score. So sometimes it's not a matter of building credit. Your score may be good enough if the mistakes come off. So just talk to us. We're always available. There's always someone here. Don't be afraid to contact us with even the craziest questions. That's what we're here for. Everybody here is friendly. Everybody here understands almost every kind of mess you can get yourself into. We're very, very experienced in almost everything when it comes to credit and debt. So definitely talk to us first before you go ahead with the credit slab or before you go ahead with our credit repair.
Well, Sheldon, thanks as always for doing an interview with us. It's always great to hear from you and all about the improvements you've made to Canadians and their credit solutions. You're a true pioneer, and we hope to hear from you again real soon.
Absolutely, and I hope so
Well,
too.
we've been speaking with Sheldon Wolf. If you're looking for more information on Canada Credit Fix and their Credit Slab credit improvement system, please go to creditslab.com, or you can also visit their main website at www.canadacreditfix.com. As always, thanks all for watching. We'll see you again real soon.